Yo, morning. How's it going?
Very good. GJ's not looking great.
No. I actually had some sells around pre-London. That was a losing trade.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you know the support here, this
Yeah.
area here, was if you look at 6:30, price came down, it closed below this area. So then I was looking on the 15 minute, and then the way that the 15-minute candles were closing like very weak, I was expecting, price to drop. And then the thing was, if you look at the daily, when I came to the chart, I looked at the daily, and the daily was about to break the low of the previous daily. So I was thinking, okay, we're going to get a downside break this morning. I went to the 4-hour time frame. You see how this 4-hour, it broke the low of this previous 4-hour, which had no wick to the bottom. I looked at the 1-hour, and I went, oh, the 1-hour also closed below this support. So I was like, okay, well, even if it does, come down then pull back, I can just manage the risk. So I got out with like only minus £180 loss, which isn't actually that bad.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
So, but it was just annoying because I was so convinced it was gonna head down. I have to admit. But now it's just at a point where it's just ranging.
Yeah. I just think I'm gonna wait for like a proper break and then like support resistance to be formed.
Yeah. Morning Prush. Yeah, man, it was annoying. Especially as I thought, I was generally convinced it was gonna head down.
Yeah.
Like when a 4-hour, 1-hour, daily 30-minute are all bearish and closing below support. I know that obviously I was expecting like a pre-London pullback, but to be honest, I was expecting it to come down and then maybe pull back, which is where I could have just reduced stop loss and started to trail it. But as you can see, like it just didn't. It just didn't do it. So yeah, man, GJ looks like a mess today. I mean, yeah. Even within this range, there's like a lot of like minor ranges, but yeah, I mean the only thing I can see kind of now is the fact that price has made a high. So I mean, yeah, if we do get like some support formed, but I mean at the same time, yeah, it's just ranging. 4-hour is just nasty. 4-hour is just nasty business. I think that's why GJ's been hard this week, because it's just kind of ranged. I mean, if we look since what day did this week start? The 15th, right? So since the 15th, technically speaking, we've just ranged. Since the 15th, we've literally just been in a huge consolidation range. So, because I was thinking like, a lot of these trades that I took, they were like good trades. It didn't necessarily mean that I was wrong. Just they didn't play out. And I was sitting there thinking like, I mean, it is kind of because it's ranging. Probabilities are always going to be harder. But yeah. But really managing the risk has allowed me to, one win and I'm back in profit, so it's not like, it's not going to be, it's not, we've still got today, tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah, I still haven't taken a trade since last Thursday, I think.
It's still pretty good.
Yeah, just waiting.
It's still pretty good. I mean, these daily candles, they're doing what happened a few weeks ago over here, where they're just closing. The bodies are just getting weak and weak, and they're kind of rejecting the upside, rejecting the downside. So when we see that, that's when we have this really big impulsive move. So I'm expecting some form of breakout, but maybe they are waiting for the Brexit deal to get signed or what have you. I mean, I was reading yesterday that Boris refused to sign the Brexit deal. That's what I read.
What?
Yeah.
It just doesn't end, does it?
No, let's check it out. Brexit news. I just don't think that the media wanted to tell, but it was like someone that I like watch on YouTube. He does a lot of stuff about like politics and stuff, but he did a video on why Boris Johnson refusing to sign the Brexit deal. But then I was like, well, that's not quite. I didn't see that on the mainstream media. Yeah, see, even the FTSE pushed bearish this morning, but it also reversed out. Man, those FTSE sales yesterday were just amazing. Below this area, just kept on dropping. I took a stupid trade and still don't know why I took it. It was at the 15-minute bearish candle after we closed back above support. This one at 7:30. Thought that price would continue down with London. Should have waited for it to at least break the low. Yeah, see, I had sells somewhere over here because I was expecting these candles to continue down. So once we came up to break this high of the 15, I was out of the trade at that point. And then even if it did create a resistance within this range, I still wanted it to come back below this low because, I mean, if we looked at the 1 hour at the time, 1 hour then ended up closing bullish. 30-minute also closed bullish, so it respected this area as a support. Yeah, this is just so nasty, man. Such a nasty range. But it looks like GJ wants to continue up, but I mean, until we start seeing like a big impulsive move, then I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, I was looking at Brexit news. What's this? Brexiteer rages at Boris Johnson failing UK as no deal now. As no deal now impossible, we are stuck. Okay, accept. So what does that mean? There's definitely going to be a deal then. Interesting. I can't read the Sun newspaper. It took a lot of was. So 15-minute candle closed bullish, 30-minute candle still open. So for me, I mean, if I'm gonna take a trade within this range, I mean, it's probably gonna have to be some support above 138, 170. But then even then, the range is just not big enough. Yeah, I mean, after this sell, it could be a just a one trade. I mean, if it doesn't break out, if it doesn't do anything, it's going to be very difficult to, you know, unless it pulls back, creates some support back above like 138, you know, to then retest this high, then, you know, that could work. But apart from that, don't know yet. But yeah, this week's been actually pretty hard so far, I have to say. In fact, this month has been pretty difficult, but I mean, yeah, that's trading, man. So far this week, I've taken 4 trades. So on Monday, I gave sells 2 chances. Both times, see, those 2 trades could have been winning, you know, like profit securing trades. The first one obviously went 9 pips in profit, then pulled all the way back. So that was just a bit of bad luck there. Second one, I closed. It was just playing around. Closed 50% to, you know, minimize the risk. Other 50% went into profit. Secured the, you know, went into profit for the day. Tuesday took 1 loss, managed risk. Today took 1 loss, managed risk. So overall, like, I'm down like 6 pips for the week, but minus 6 pips is not a lot. Like, considering I've taken 4 trades, and pretty much I haven't really had like a proper win yet. And you know, it's not about like ability or anything like that. We can't control what the market does, you know. You can take the trades in all the right places, but if you're not managing the trade, it doesn't really count for much. That was the other thing as well, is I wasn't talking about trend lines, but if we look at the 1 hour, when this 1 hour candle closed, it almost broke this structure, you know. You see that? This 1 hour candle, it broke this kind of structure here. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so the 1 hour should create like a top wick, and then we should continue down to 137, 700, but it just didn't. Just didn't do it. Didn't do it. Let's put a little trend line in. Now we wait for the break. No, I'm joking. But yeah. But to be fair, like last week was the same. You know, the first few days were very difficult. You know, there was some losing trades, but then the last 2-3 days of the week, you know, made it all back. So, and it's not really like, you know, made it all back as in, you know, forced trades to make it back. It just, I stuck to my plan and just stuck with it. And you know, if it doesn't work out at the beginning of the week, doesn't mean at the end of the week you can't finish strong. So yeah, I mean, I was really expecting, when this daily candle was coming down, I was really expecting it to break the low. I was thinking, okay, perfect. 4 hour, if you can imagine, this 4 hour candle was bearish. It has, you know, it just everything looks so good, and then I was just like, why? yeah, I think some further support, you know, maybe down at 138, 138.20, something like that. Because, you know, price has made a high. You know, the market structure was bearish. I know it's ranging, but like if you think about when you come to the charts, you know, you can see the market structure was bearish because we created a lower low, lower low, and then we tried to create a lower high. But now there's a change. So, you know, prices come up to make a high. So if it can retrace, create some support, there's a high chance we're going to retest that high. Because otherwise, I don't see another trade here today unless you know, we actually wait for GJ to break out. So that's all I can see right now. You know, a pullback, some support created, and then a retest of the high. Otherwise, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Okay, check out gold. Gold. So gold did break out of this consolidation range, but now is coming up to correct this move down. So looking at the daily time frame on gold, it does seem like that so obviously we came down to this support, couldn't break below this support, price came up, create a resistance here, but now it does look like, you know, the daily candle is trying to create some support over here, maybe to retest this high that was created at 1900. But at the same time, you know, this daily candle could be creating a top wick to then continue down to retest this support. But let's look at the 4-hour time frame. So looking on the 4-hour time frame, it does look like we've come back to this area, you know, this previous support, turn resistance, but then created support to continue up. So we're back at this strong 4-hour area. At the same time, we're looking at the fact that we broke down below this support on the 4-hour time frame at 1886, right? So I mean, right now, you know, you need some form of further confirmation, so you might need, you know, price to come back up above this level on the 4-hour time frame, and then, you know, we could see the retest of the high within this range over here. And then at the same time, you know, if the 4-hour can create some resistance, break this support, then, you know, this bullish move can get corrected. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, if we neaten this up now. So 1 hour created a low and a support right over here. We also created a resistance at 1882, but it looks like, you know, this resistance is not being respected. Price is coming up, you know, and then if we remove this and we look to neaten up our zone a bit, you know, we can see this is kind of the area where we created some resistance yesterday for price to push down around 8 o'clock, which is an unusual time for gold to, you know, have some volume. But I mean, that's kind of how we just have to see it. So it could be coming up to do like some form of retest to continue down. So if that's true, then I mean, yeah, gold would probably need to close back below 1882, 650, something like that. But I'd actually go one further now and say, based off the 30-minute time frame, this is the support that we broke out of. So yeah, definitely say, you know, if we're trying to do a retest, then, you know, if we start to come back below this level, there's a higher chance we're gonna come down and retest this low that we created. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. For gold with that one. But I mean, if we create a support back above 1885, 950, then I think, you know, we're gonna maybe break the other way or fill this range over here, which is around a 50 pip range. Okay. So GJ's got 4 minutes left for this 30-minute candle to close. 15 minutes. See the, yeah. see. I mean, see, if this was at a resistance right now and price wasn't ranging, I'd be like, perfect. You know, we can clearly see that, you know, if this candle closes weak, there's a higher chance for, you know, the next one, if it breaks the high, to continue up. But I mean, we can't, because it's just ranging right now. There's too much mess to anticipate these impulsive moves. You know, because I took the sell because I thought, you know, I was under anticipation that we were going to break down. But so looking at GCAD. Yeah, GCAD moved bullish yesterday. So looking at GCAD, let's just start with the 4 hour. So it looks like the 4 hour time frame is just ranging right now because price already came up to retest that high that was created. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, you can see on the 1 hour, looks like it done some form of fake out over here from this resistance. So price tried to break down and then we came back up, created some support in this area to continue bullish. Looking at the 30 minutes, so yeah, we did create some support over here around 9:30 to continue up. But then right now price is just ranging. Right now. So I mean, for sells on GCAD, you need to see like a break of this support. You got around 13 pips to the downside. For buys, when we look left, buys look good. You have clean candles to the left hand side coming up to this previous resistance or support area. So yeah. So I reckon that maybe GJ's ranging because it's waiting on some Brexit headline or some vaccine headline or something, you know, clearly it's waiting for something because we had the vaccine news and then that corrected and pushed back in the range. So, I mean, what does it need to fundamentally change? You know, is it, I think maybe, you know, it's just waiting on Brexit. So, yeah, we'll just watch it from a 15-minute perspective. Let's get Forex Factory up. Forex Factory up, ready. I feel like we can get a tight squeeze to 138.200 on GJ on the 5 minutes, grabbing liquidity to push up. Yeah, I mean it can do, but I mean I'm just waiting for maybe some pullback, some support to form, and then I'm going to be much more confident taking a second trade here because, you know, I didn't mind giving the sells a go because, you know, I thought price was going to break out, but now that it's just come back up into the middle of this whole nasty consolidation mess, yeah, the only way I want to take a trade is to retest this high, and then I want to be, you know, potentially out of the trade at that point, because then, you know, we look to the left and we just see all this mess. You know, this is just mess. So I shouldn't even really be looking at a trade within this range, but the only thing that I'm looking at is price made a high right now, so if it can pull back, create some support, there's a higher chance for us to retest that high. So that's literally all I'm looking for right now. EJ daily is bearish. 4 hour. So we did get a little breakout on the 4 hour time frame here. That was yesterday on EJ. It ran for around 30 pips, but it looks like it's trying to create some more resistance on the 4 hour time frame, maybe for EJ to continue down further. So let's just do some fresh analysis here on EuroJPY. So right now we've created a low at 123,400. Looking on the 1 hour time frame, yes, we created a low. We have a resistance formed right over here in the 1 hour time frame. Looking on the 30-minute, yeah, so EJ is just ranging right now, but at the same time, 4 hour is in a downtrend. We do have a clearer direction. So I mean, essentially, once we start breaking below this support, higher chance for price to continue down. Then we still have this clean traffic to the left hand side, so maybe even EJ is going to be the better setup here today, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Right. I'm going to come back to the FTSE in a minute. Just going to focus on GDP, JPY for the minute. So yeah, hopefully it can come down, create some support, and then continue up to retest this high. Because if I can take a buy somewhere down over here, I can get a fairly good it's a better range, and then if it breaks the high and then continues up to 138, 180, then that's a bonus. But yeah, I can't take a trade in the middle of the range. The range isn't big enough. If we close back below 138, sells for sure. 138. I mean, yes and no. I mean, yeah, technically speaking, like that would make sense to continue down, but at the same time, yeah, it's just garbage right now. This week it has been awful so far, but to really minimize risk in basically a higher time frame ranging market, I think still good. I think it's still pretty good. So yeah, anyway, anybody here new to the stream, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. We're going to be doing that Magic Keys giveaway, so you don't want to miss out on that one. Ooh. So, Kelsey, have you been doing any more back testing or anything? Oh, no Kelsey. man, if gold creates a support. Yeah, see, if gold can create a support above 1882, 800, then I think we're going to correct this. I think we're going to correct this move over here. But, yeah, we'll see. Keep an eye on gold for a minute. GJ. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be no trade here for me. There's no range. There's no range to take a buy if this candle closes bullish. There's no range. So, yeah. GJ must be waiting for some news, man. Or something. Ooh, looks like gold's coming up over here. Maybe trying to create some support. GJ also pushing up. Yeah, probably no trade for me today, maybe. Well, no second trade anyway. Ooh, looks like GJ is pushing up. It's gonna surpass the high of the previous 15 minute. See, this is the thing, like, you know, if we weren't ranging, then, you know, break of the previous high would be good, because, you know, then we can continue bullish with momentum. But I mean, look at this area here, it's just awful. Why don't you wake up before London Open? You'll be able to catch the big moves. I do wake up before London Open, and I got burnt this morning. Yeah, I do usually wake up before London Open, but like, I do a couple of things before the stream. And yeah, I mean, I tend to like to wait for London Open, but if I see price breaking out, doing anything before London Open, then I'm like, okay, well, you know, it can go down. So, you know, that's why the sales were anticipated this morning, but, you know, just didn't, the probability just wasn't there. So now it's all about waiting. Yeah, 3 pip TP. Yeah, I think it's just annoying because of these ranges. Yeah, I mean, the best buys are going to be above 138, 300. You know, because then at that point, I'm going to be confident that we're going to continue up. So if I come to the charts and I see GJ is breaking above 138, 300 and it's creating some support, then yeah, I'm gonna take those buys. 30 pips. 30 pips. That's a 30 pip range. That's pretty good. And then the ideal sells are probably going to be below 138, 137, 700, because once we're below 137, 700, at that point I'm like, okay, now we're going to continue down, because we've failed to break 137, 850 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was a fake out, so 7. You know, so this is multiple times this has failed to break. It's failed to break pretty much since this. So since Tuesday, Monday, it's failed to break 137, 850. But I see no impulsive moves right now whatsoever with such a mess. Oh, looks like EJ is trying to correct. EJ is pushing up over here. Gold 30 minute. It's coming to a close soon. Did the 15-minute candle close? 15-minute candle's got 2 minutes left to close. So if gold does form support this area, there's definitely a higher chance, you know, for the next 15-minute candle to also go bullish on gold. 1 minute and 5 minute best for entries with high time frame key level zones that are called the break of 138, 25 pips and the retest. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't personally trade off the 1 minute. I'd have an anxiety attack every time a candle closes against me. But yeah, no, that's cool. Man, if the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 2 hour, the 5 week works for you, then, you know, just gotta stick to it. So we've surpassed the high of the previous 30 minute right now. We've also broken the high on the previous 15. You know, people may be getting a bit of FOMO right now because they see price pushing up, breaking highs, and they're like, yeah, buys. But I mean, we have a resistance right over here. We failed to break that many times. So yeah, I mean, if price can, you know, start breaking above this range, you know, creating highs, retracing, creating supports, then hey, maybe we are going to break out to the upside. But I mean, you know, I'm going to let price do its thing right now because, you know, we have so much mess. We have so much little range. So just waiting. Yeah, the breakout will be massive. I think it's going to be something fundamental for sure. Especially as we know that next week, you know, they reckon that Brexit's going to be wrapped up. So they say. So, you know, probably that's what's causing a lot of this range. You know, they want, people are going to want that security. So looking at the 15 minute candle closed bullish, closed below this area. So yeah, I think the best thing that we can do right now is to wait for some form of market structure, because if we look at the structure, it's just range. So even if it breaks up into this range, pulls back, creates support, it gives it the opportunity to then come up, retest the high, break that high. So then if we start to see some form of market structure forming, then if we start to see supports forming above these resistance areas, we can anticipate maybe at that point that we could break up, but keeping an eye on the 4 hour. Yeah, if it's gonna dump, it's gonna absolutely plummet. If it's gonna go up, then we're gonna come up, we're gonna fill this wick at 138.850, and then we're gonna continue up to 139, back to 139.400 area for sure. But yeah, I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Got plenty of time to take a second trade. Yeah, I'm in no rush at this point, because I'm just gonna, let me just check out Euro JPY. Ooh, thought it was gonna break up. It's retracing now. FTSE is creating that bearish market structure, which is interesting. If we look at the 4 hour time frame on the FTSE, what we're gonna see, that price created a resistance right over here, and now we're coming down to this support. We have a support right over here. Go to the 1 hour. Yeah, so looking on the 1 hour time frame, we can see the market structure is kind of bearish right now. Well, actually, no, it's not. In the short term, it is. I mean, if we look at this area right now, we're in a bearish market structure. If you look at the overall structure, it's pretty bullish. Sorry, that probably came out a bit wrong. But yeah. So current market structure is bullish. So when you see this, you can anticipate that once we break this structure, let's say, so this is a high. This is another resistance, or another high point. This is another low point right over here. So let's say we break above this area. That's a violation of market structure at that point. So then you could expect some form of full correction, and then go the other way. GCAD still just ranging right now. With another support down over here. GJ. Yeah, it came up to 138, 180. But seems as though it's struggling right now. Ooh, gold. See if the 15-minute candle couldn't close bullish over here. But at the same time, if he's coming back in this range, and we can create some resistance, then this correction is gonna get corrected. If that makes sense. Because we broke down price, and then we retrace, so it's like a form of correction, and then more sellers are now coming back into the market. But we want to see that by price closing back below key resistance level. GJ rejecting this area now. Right, I'll literally be back in a couple of minutes, guys. Bear with me. Ooh, looks like the 30-minute candle is retracing quite a bit. 15-minute candle coming down. If gold creates a support above 1881, do you think it will go up since we are making higher highs and higher lows? 1881. I wouldn't say so on this occasion, no, because if we look at the structure, let's say on the 1 hour time frame, this was the high and the resistance. But yes, we're making a higher high, but look where the 1 hour is coming down. It's coming back below this previous high point, this previous resistance. If we go to the 30-minute time frame, we're coming back into this range, and on the 30-minute time frame we have clean candles running back down to this low point. So actually I think if gold closes below this previous resistance, can recreate some minor resistance itself within this range, then I think there's a higher probability for price to continue down. Because right now, let's say we're at this minor support level on gold, which is, yeah, that's at 1881. So well, yeah, actually I suppose if it respects this area, you know, it can retest the high. But looking on the 30-minute time frame, I would say I have more of a seller's bias. So how I'd put that in confluence then is basically, if the 15-minute can break this minor support, then there's a higher chance for the next 30-minute candle to continue down and clean this range. And then same with the 1 hour. But if the 15-minute respects this area as a support, then it's most likely going to range for a little bit, I think. But we'll see. But I think gold's coming down personally. So if this 15-minute candle closes below this minor support, I think there's a much higher opportunity for gold to continue moving down. So GJ is rejecting this area. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Okay, so the 15-minute candle closed bearish on GJ. 30-minute candle closed bullish. Euro JPY 30-minute candle closed bearish, so I think there's a high chance now for EJ to continue down, fill this range, but then obviously the ultimate move will be once EJ breaks out of this consolidation. GCAD still ranging. GJ. Gold. Looks like gold 15-minute candle closed just below this minor support. So, yeah, I mean, I think there's a higher chance for it to continue down, in all honesty. Yeah, gold should continue moving down. GJ. Yeah, GJ's a bit of nothing right now. Gold breaking bullish structure too. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the overall structure, I mean, we've broken to the downside now. So I think gold, if it can, if it can create some resistance or even break this low that it's created down over here, then I think we can continue further down. Maybe even get to 1870. So yeah, I think gold should continue moving down. It may have a little bit of issue in this area, but at the same time, we do have clean bullish candles, so can see GJ. I'm in a sell on gold. Nice. Yeah, nice. I think you should be good if your stop's kind of like above that previous 15-minute candle. Especially at this point now, zero drawdown as well. If you got in on this 15-minute candle, you could have already secured positions and zero drawdown. But you see, with gold, I'm just so cautious, that it just doesn't go right back. So I always, start to bring stops to break even, things like that. But yeah, gold should just continue dropping. GJ is just ranging. GJ is just ranging right now, which is fantastic. Oh, look at this now. Now it wants to come down. Mental. Oh, look at this retracement. How's gold doing? Still trying to push down. Look at the 5 minute. Yeah, so next 5 minute candle is just open right now. Right, I should clean this area. Let's read this Brexit article. Actually, no, I don't want to read that garbage. Stick to the facts. Yeah, so looks like we're back in this consolidation area. GJ is just consolidating. See what GCAD's doing. GCAD still ranging. EJ trying to come down. Yeah, but if we have another day where GJ just closes with like a weak bullish body, then pretty much this whole week would have been a range. Which, yeah, it's just annoying. Oh, there we go. Gold. See? Perfect gold sell there. Look at that. Just a straight 30 pips. So A dot rod, you should have had a really nice sell there. Yeah, that next 5 minute candle just cleaned this range. That was perfect. So if you missed this sell on gold, you need to look at how you could have caught this move for sure. You know, discuss the idea. Discuss the fact that the 30 minute candle was closing back below this range. We had clean candle to the left hand side. We discussed that it needed to break this minor support. And it just came down so clean. Yep, congratulations, Rod. Hi, don't you think gold is risky sometimes? It do a U-turn for no reason. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, gold is super risky. I mean, it's not even just about being risky, it's very hard to trade. I mean, everybody wants to jump on gold, but I think gold requires a lot of experience just watching, with just really, yeah, gold is tough. Gold is really tough. So, can you show how to see pip range on TradingView? Yeah, you literally just go to your little measure, and then you just click wherever you want to measure from. So let's just measure this range here, this candle. So you come down and you click it again, and it stays there. So this range was around 40 pip range on gold. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, I mean, I've seen gold do this, start dropping, and then straight. It's crazy. So yeah, you gotta have nerves of steel for gold. GJ just looks like crap. Yeah. GJ looks like crap. Yeah, no worries. It looks like gold was literally the only move here today that was like nice to play out, but I didn't want to execute. On that, because if I'm gonna take a second trade, I'm not gonna take a trade on a different pair, because I want to give my, my bias or the move that I'm trying to catch on my main pair a second chance. So if it was fresh, I may have been like, okay, gold can continue down, but so we'll just focus on GJ here for a bit. Do you think gold will fill the wick on the 4 hour? Okay, let's check it out. Oh yeah. I think it can. I mean, if we look at the structure right now, okay, if you see this is a big liquidity grab, right? Big liquidity grab, price comes up, and then we start to fill this wick, creating lows, retracing, creating resistance, go to the 1 hour. Oh yeah, for sure. I think we're gonna come down to, I think we should at least hit 1870. Looking on the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, once the 30-minute... Okay, so the 30-minute needs to break 1877. And then needs to, create some resistance, because we have a minor support over here. And then when we can break this minor support, higher chance for price to continue down to 1870. And then if we break 1870, then we'll be good to fill the range down to 1865, and so on and so forth. This area, this will be the second or third target. So we'll watch gold from a 15-minute perspective. So if we look left, basically this is another range on gold based off the 15-minute. So even if it bounces to this area, can't break it, pulls back, forms some resistance, then we can see if gold will break it. But just looking on GJ now, because what we're going to see is the fact the 15-minute time frame closed at support here. So we are officially ranging. 30 minutes still open. Then we can remove this range here for the minute, because we now have a fresh support on the 30-minute time frame. So we now have a fresh support formed at 138.070 on the 30-minute. So pretty much in terms of if it's going to range, it's just going to consolidate here. But if we start to come back down and we break this support, then, you know, maybe we're going to correct this move and then just range down at the bottom of the range. But so yeah, if anybody's new to the stream, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll be doing a Magic Keys giveaway, 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, we had about 20 of you subscribe yesterday, which is pretty good. So I appreciate you guys and girls who have subscribed to the channel. I do really appreciate all the support from everybody. Really do appreciate that. You know, the YouTube is just slowly growing and growing, and the community is just slowly growing and growing for the live stream. So yeah, it's brilliant. Thank you, Tiger Balboa. Appreciate that. Tiger is now going to be entered in for that free Magic Keys giveaway. Why no music? No music just because people complain. People complain about the music. And I'm like, why are you complaining, man? But yeah, just while we're you know, kind of waiting, doing a little bit of analysis. But yeah, there'll be a point I'm gonna stick some music on anyway, because I'm getting a bit sick of the sound of my own voice. So yeah, did you take any trades today? Yeah, I had a sell at pre-London. So I explained at the start of the stream. So when I came to the stream, you know, this was support right over here, and when I came down, you know, saw around 6:30 a.m. that the 30-minute candle had broken below support. Looking on the 15-minute candle closed below this area. So I was thinking, okay, so I could get in maybe on like a retest, keep stops above this area, expecting price to continue down. And I'll tell you why. There's a few reasons why the sell was executed. The first reason, if we look at this current daily candle, it was so close to breaking the low of the previous daily candle. Obviously, when I came to the charts, I was like, okay, I can see that it's going to break the low of the previous. So if it does that, there's a much higher chance we're going to continue down to at least 137.550 or at least 137.700, right? But clearly I was wrong. Looking on the 4 hour as well, this 4 hour candle was coming down. It had basically got below all this area. It broke the low of the previous 4 hour, which had no wick to the bottom. So I was really expecting price to continue down. Even the 1 hour time frame broke below these support levels, but yeah, it just wasn't meant to be. Probabilities weren't there, and you know, it just came back up in the range. But I managed the risk, and then I said, okay, now at this point I'm going to wait for London Open, and that's it. But now this becomes a target. This becomes a target. Thousand is near. Yep. 1,000 subscribers is coming very soon. I think another month or so we should get there. So 1 month now. Oh, we just had 4 of you subscribe. Only one of you came up on the live stream there, but that's okay. Appreciate that, guys. Whoever subscribed to the YouTube, I really appreciate that. Connor liked the stream. Thank you, Connor. Would I ever do Twitch? I mean, probably not. I mean, if I'm doing YouTube, it doesn't make sense to do both. I'd rather just stay consistent with one. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick to the YouTube to be honest with you. Yeah, it just makes sense. Like, while I've, you know, building up the following on YouTube, it just makes sense to just stick with what I'm doing. What is your GDP CAD position? I'm not in a position on GDP CAD, but I think if you're looking for a trade on GCAD, you're going to need to wait for price to break out, because right now it's consolidating. Clearly the impulsive moves don't work, because, you know, once it's tried to break out, pull back in the range. This candle tried to break out, it's pulling back in the range. So yeah, I would wait for some form of close out of this range if you're looking for a trade on GCAD. Possible EN trade. Okay, Philip, we'll check out your chart. Okay, let's check this out. Check this out while we wait. Okay, Euro NZD 1 hour time frame. Okay, break of waiting for a break of support. 1 hour support, looking for a break. Look, break of low, look for downside. Yeah, it could make sense, but at the same time, you know, if this 1 hour candle closes bullish, what you may want to do is go to like the 30-minute time frame and see. Okay, let's do this. I'll be a Euro NZD. Let's check this out, because obviously that's a good idea, but I would also be interested on the 30-minute. So yeah, if you look at Euro NZD, you know, you can see how, obviously, like you say, you know, we're at a support right now. This candle's coming up. You have clean range to the downside, so you definitely got the right idea. But at the same time, if we look at the 30-minute time frame, 30-minute candle already closed below this support, right? So 30-minute candle closed below the support. The next 30-minute candle is coming up. It's breaking the high of the previous 30-minute candle. So I think if you're looking for sells, I would wait, you know, for price to retrace. Maybe it's going to come back up to this area where it broke out of, around 1.71900. And then if it can create some resistance at this level, you know, you can get a retest of this low, because right now it's making a low. It's going to retrace, and then you can take a sell to retest the low. And then if it breaks this low, then your idea of the sells below that area, you know, your runner's going to run in that sense, because it's going to break this low and it's going to continue pushing down. Because otherwise, you know, the 1 hour candle's closing bullish. Thank you, Matt, for the subscription. The 1 hour candle is closing bullish, but this 30-minute candle, if you look at the 30-minute, is doing a fake out right now. You know, so technically, when the price does a fake out, it should do like a retest and then continue up to correct this move. But at the same time, you know, price can do a fake out, pull back, create some resistance to, you know, get some more order flow, and then you can get a retest of this low that was created. So yeah, I would look at that, to be honest. So I hope that helps. Potential sells if price breaks recent support on the 30-minute with clean candle to the left. Yeah, I would want to see the 30-minute close below this minor support first, though. You know, I was looking at that. I was thinking impulse if it breaks the low, but then I was like, no, just gotta wait for like the 30-minute candle to close. 30-minute. Yeah, I'd wait for the 30-minute candle to close. But it doesn't mean, you know, if the 30-minute candle closes below, that is sells, because look at this consolidation. So I'd want to see, yeah, maybe like some resistance or like a weak bullish candle. And then if we start to break the lows, then I can anticipate this move's going to get corrected. You told us last time it took you 4 hours to do this. Why did it take Paul 1? Oh, do you mean years? Oh, I think he means... you told us last time it took you 4 years to do this. Why did it take Paul 1 year become a pro trader doing FTMO? You're underrated. You should do Asian session too. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, Asian session, yeah, it was good for a while. I did pretty well in it for a while, but like once the volume started to die down, I just was, yeah, taking some losses. So I've kind of cut it out. But I mean, I don't think it matters too much that it took me 4 years to become profitable. It took Paul however long. I mean, to me, I don't think it's about the duration. It's just about the fact that, we got there. I think obviously the difference as well, like you say, Paul obviously went with FTMO, so he got funded, whereas I had to save some money and start with a small account and just slowly deposit more money to try and build it up so I can trade bigger lots. So that kind of that obviously took me a lot longer. It required a lot more patience from me, but I mean both is fine. It's up to the individual. Obviously, like in my opinion, I think that traders should trade their own funds first, before you try and go get funded or anything like that. I always think you need to trade your own funds first, build the confidence, build a structure, build a system, and then you can look at, okay, well, maybe I could get funded. But I think a lot of people will definitely rush into that. Yeah, a lot of people do rush into these funded accounts and things like that. So the 15-minute count has broken the low, but I don't want to take an impulse entry, I have to say. Especially not in the last 55 seconds. It makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Morning, Sergi. Morning. So 30-minute count is coming to a close. Looks like it's going to break this support that was created. So yeah, I'm just going to wait to see if we can create. What I'd like to see is maybe like some form of weak bullish candle, and then the next one break the low, and then I'd be more inclined that we're going to clean this move. Okay, so if we look at the 30-minute time frame, 30-minute candle came down, it broke below support. Looking at the 15-minute time frame, 15-minute candle also closed below support. So I mean, but it closed at this area, see. So I want to see how we react here, see if we can. Yeah, I'm not interested in taking a sell just yet, but we do have this clean range. So this range here is around 20 pips. So I think let's wait to see how we react in this area. See if we can, close like a weak bullish candle the first 15 minutes. But we'll see. We will see. Uh, 4-hour creating wick now, maybe. Yeah, I mean, if we look at the previous 4-hour, it broke the low, but I mean, it rejected this area too. So I know it's just ranging. It is just ranging. Like the 4-hour just ranging. There's no two ways about it. But like, let's look at the 1-hour. Yeah, I'm just skeptical of this area right now for sales. Did you start with a small funded account, then you grew it to be able to trade 5 lots? Well, yeah, it's a funded account. Like I didn't, but it's not like someone funded me. I funded myself. But yeah, I started with small lots, and as the confidence grew, and the abilities grew, I just deposited more money, increased the risk, but I find like every time I increase my risk, I have this little hiccup, this little bump. You know, it's like a psychological step up, in that way. So yeah, that's what was important for me, because how can you go from trading penny lots and then be like, yeah, I've been profitable trading penny lots, let's go get funded, and then you go straight to 10 lots. I mean, to me it makes no sense. Like I had to work months. In fact, it took me a whole year to get from like penny lots or 10-cent lots, right the way up to now 5 lots. It took me a year. So I mean, before that I humbled myself for months before that, just trading penny lots. So yeah, it's taken me a long time to slowly increase. I mean, many people just want to go straight in, get funded, make money, and these funded accounts, at the end of the day, they're a business, so just got to remember that. So yeah, I'm not quite convinced that we're going to push all the way down yet, but I mean, we can do. If you can't trade penny lots, you can't trade dollar lots. Oh yeah, if you can't trade penny lots, then you can't trade at all. Because if you can't trade the minimum amount required to even trade, and you can't make money off that, then how the hell do you expect to make money getting a funded account? So you're right, 100%. Yeah. Like, I really wanted to take sales. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I really wanted to take sales. I could have kept the stop above the previous 30 minute. You can reduce the risk on the previous 15 minute if it comes to break the high. But I'm just like, the last thing I want to do is force a trade while we're in this garbage. Especially we have this little area here as well. But it's going to be, yeah. See, you have to let moves go. You have to let moves go. This move is playing out before my very eyes. But at the same time, I knew, the last thing I want to do is force it. Because then if I force a trade within this whole range, I'm just going to be more pissed off on myself. So, yeah, I'm going to have to let this one go. If it runs, it runs. I'd rather wait for a break of this support if we get it later on in the day. And we'll see if that can happen. But yeah, looks like it would have been a 0 drawdown sell right now. Makes complete sense. Yeah, I think 137, 940 is going to be a good area to, secure. If people are in sells, I'd say it's a good area to secure some profits. And then if it comes down to 137, 860, that's also going to be good. Yeah, I suppose plus it was the new 4-hour open as well. New 4-hour open, so Definitely gonna be yeah. I think it's best to be cautious. For sure. So I'll wait. I will wait. So let's I'm curious. How many people in here? So we've got 60 people in here. How many people in here have signed up with a funded account? Who here has a funded account? Drop it in the, put a little F. Put an F in the chat, in the YouTube chat there if you're with a funded account. How much money you trading? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna discuss exact figures, but yeah, it's over. You know, I got a few thousand in the account there, so yeah. See, I don't mind, like, when I first got into trading. Just to be, real with you guys, like, I was never really comfortable with like showing profits or showing account balance, all of that type of thing. I was never really comfortable with it. But then what I found was, when I wanted to be a mentor, there's no part of being a mentor is being transparent. It's about showing, how you do it, and it's if you're someone that can get all this analysis right, but then can't show, how you put your money where your mouth is, or you can't show your losses, or you can't show this, then I put you in the category of, all the other false educators out there that will try and just sell you a course and all that type of stuff. So I knew I had to be transparent. I never wanted to like show profits. It's not about like me going, oh, here, look, I made 200, or here, look, I made this. It's about me showing, look, this was the analysis. I put my money where my mouth is, and here's the proof that I had the balls to execute on a trade that I call out, So I never wanted to show the profits, but then I thought, okay, I'm going to do that. So when it comes to like account balance and stuff like that, I don't really feel comfortable with like, telling people just openly, oh yeah, I've got 50k, or yeah, I've got this. It's not about that. It's not about trying to make people feel belittled or anything like that. I show my profits, I show my losses to say, okay, here's what I do, here's how I do it, and here's the transparency. So people can't turn around to me and say, oh, where's the profits, where's the proof? So that's why I'm just transparent with the lot sizes, with the risk, with the losses, with the wins. But yeah, I mean, stuff like the account balance, I'm not gonna, if I'm trading 5 lots and I'm risking like 2%, you can do the maths, you can kind of work it out. So what, only 2 people are with a funded account? 2 people with a funded account. Interesting. I thought more people. I thought everyone was going through that phase of trying to get funded at one point. Yeah, it does surprise me. It does surprise me. Only 2 people. 2 people with funded accounts. I would have thought more personally. Only people that watch Trading with Paul have funded accounts. Oh, right. Yeah. I have a live account. Nice. Yeah, I think it feels different, you know, when you fund yourself. You know, it feels different and all that. So yeah. So it looks like the 15-minute candle is coming to a close. It is trying to close bearish. But I mean, I don't know if it's a good idea to execute sells at this point at all. Wait to see how the candle closes. Ideally, I'd want to see a minor resistance. That's like ideally, but don't know if we're gonna get that. Yeah, it looks like these sells were a little bit of the play at the over here. Interesting. Very interesting. It did make sense. It did make sense to come down. But I was super skeptical of this area. But you see, if GJ just comes down now, then this whole range, well, it's go anyway, but this whole range is just like not touchable. This whole range. This. Yeah, looks like GJ is going to continue down. Yeah, looks like it did. In fact, it came right to the area where I said to secure profits. So, looks like those sells played out. 10 pips. Oh well. Low 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute, all no top weight. Yeah. Like, what I kind of want to see at this point is hopefully GJ can like just start breaking down, create some market structure. Maybe New York session's gonna break us out. We'll see. Yeah, just curious about how you get a 25k trading account on your 21 because I wanted to. Yeah, it just years of saving, you know, like I had savings before trading, so I just was like, you know, I've had it like I'm 21, but I've had a job since I was like 14. I've worked since I was like 14, and ever since I was old enough, I just was always into making money. So yeah, it's taken, don't worry, it hasn't taken 5 minutes. It takes time. It takes a lot of time. Man, I was at the gym, couldn't take the sell. Yeah, I missed these sells. Didn't want to touch them. It like makes sense, like, you know, but I mean overall, I know I'd be like to myself if it didn't play out. Oh, it was ranging. So I suppose I'm happy to miss it. Was Roger your mentor too? Yeah, I've learned a few things from Roger. He's taught me some good things. I think that, like I've said this before, but I think the best thing that I ever got from him was about managing risk. That was the point that was like a thing that I kind of learned from him, and I was like, yeah, that's a really useful thing. If I'm going to say managing risk is probably one of the reasons why I became profitable. I mean, I was profitable before, but when I started really managing risk, I saw a huge difference. You know, I actually started to make much better returns. But I've done a lot of managing risk this week, and yeah, this week has just been, these first 3 days have been dog shit. But yeah, those sells, man, that was nice. Just 0 drawdown, 10 pips, in and out. Oh yeah. Do you not trade from your phone, then using MT4? No, I use MT5. No, I don't trade from my phone. Have you heard of Capital Hungry? Yeah, I've heard of Capital Hungry. Yeah, I've heard of him. I think his name's Jeevan. Yeah, he's a very good trader, I have to say. Now, we don't know each other personally, but I think he's a really good trader. Definitely heard him talk and stuff about some stuff, and yeah, he knows his stuff. Definitely. I think he does. I think he's fundamental trader, or both technicals and fundamental. Looks like GJ is still coming down over here. Okay, let's look at gold. Ooh, look at that retracement on gold. So yeah, looks like gold pulled back. It's now coming back down to this area, same area. EJ. Ooh, EJ. EJ's trying to break below support right now. We have a 20 pip range coming down to 123, 170. It's pretty good. EJ's looking good. If it can create some minor resistance in this area, I think that's going to be pretty good for Euro JPY to continue down. So yeah, like I say, we've got around a 20 pip range. If we look on the 15-minute time frame, we have a clean candle to the left-hand side. So if EJ can create some minor resistance, then I think EJ should be really good to continue down. But we'll have to wait and see. Keeping an eye on it. Yeah, GJ is just GJ is doing nothing right now. Okay, so we've got around 2 minutes left for this 15-minute candle to close on Euro JPY, which obviously gives way for the 30-minute candle to also close. Got around a minute left. So, like, ideally, I'd want this candle to close bullish, because then it gives way for, you know, the next one to maybe like create a top wick, break the low, and then continue moving down. I think that's going to be good over here. So maybe EJ is going to be the move today. We don't know yet. But I know one thing's for sure. This 30-minute candle needs to close below this support. If it doesn't, then there's no sells. I think GJ is pushing up to... Yeah, look at this retracement now. EJ's coming back above the range. Coming back above the range. Gold. GCAD. Oh, there's a GCAD tried to break down. But then candle's not closed yet. $30 seconds left on Euro JPY. Yeah, looks like we're going to close above this support. Yeah, no trades in GJ yet. And looks like there's going to be no trade on EJ too. Ooh. Okay, yeah, so 30-minute candle, it closed above this support here, so no sells right now. Ooh, looks like gold actually broke below 1877. So gold should continue down to 1874. And then if it reacts to 1874, pulls up, and then creates some resistance back at 1877, there's a higher chance for it then to continue down to 1870. So this is the ultimate target here. But see, this is when we look left, this is a minor support on the 15-minute time frame. So we can react to this area, which is why I'm gonna wait. It's like GJ's coming down to fill this wick over here. Yeah, it's just a mess right now. EJ. Yeah, I mean, if the 15-minute candle closes bearish and closes, let's say, below this minor support at 123.360, then there is a higher chance, you know, for price to continue down, and, you know, there's creating a resistance, and then the next 30-minute would break this low and then just keep dropping. But we need to wait for the candle to close. Let's just look at the 4-hour real quick for Euro JPY. Yeah, so it looks like the 4-hour did create that resistance to fill the range, but then it's not really a big range. Yeah, see, EJ should continue moving down for sure. 1 hour. See the 1 hour time frame. See, this is what I'm saying. So if the 15-minute creates a resistance, then the 1 hour time frame should be, you know, closing below this area, breaking support. 30-minute time frame is coming down. So yeah, let's see how this 15-minute candle closes. Let's see how this 15-minute candle closes. Looks like EJ is coming down over here. Hard to anticipate that the 15 minutes gonna do that. So yeah, I mean, if this first 15-minute candle can close below this minor support and close obviously like a strong bearish candle with a wick in the eye direction, then I think it is leaving plenty of room for the next 30-minute also to continue down. Looks like EJ is pushing down. So hopefully it's going to close, leave us with some room to execute. But it may break this low and then just keep on running. But yeah, I'm not really liking the impulse on EJ. I want to wait for the candle to close. Looks like the FTSE broke up. We need to do like a little retest to continue bullish. Yeah, definitely been a hard week. That is for sure. But hey, the week's not over. Yeah, see, Monday to Wednesday, it's probably where I've taken some losses. You know. But it is what it is, man. So yeah, we've got 7 minutes left for the 15-minute candle to close here on EJ. If it closes bearish, closes below this minor support, I'm considering taking this sell. Because I've seen this happen on EuroJPY a lot of times. A lot of times. You know, now that we are breaking, respecting structure, you know, creating a minor resistance, there is definitely a high chance. But you see, with EuroJPY, it's so much harder with the impulse entries. You know, with EJ, impulse entries are harder. You know, but I'm accepting if it breaks this and it keeps on running. So looks like Euro JPY has broken the low over here with the previous 15-minute candle. Yeah, I'm definitely going to wait for it to close. I'm not interested in the impulse. If I miss the move, I miss the move. Because if it can close, you know, somewhere up over here, then the stop can be better. I can even get the stop above this previous 15-minute, you know, allow it some breathing room, and then I'll expect price to continue down. Yeah, because then that would be keeping the stop above, you know, the previous 30-minute candle, which does allow some room for this trade to, you know, play out. Looks like gold 15-minute. Looks like gold 15-minute create like a liquidity wick. Should continue down once it breaks the low. Then next target will be 1874, 550. Ooh, look at that. Yes, he broke the low, continue down to 1874, 500. Ooh, wow, look at this on gold. Are we going to get that 4-hour wick fill? Ooh, damn, gold is just dropping. Come back to you, gold, in a sec. Let's check out what EJ is doing. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Morning foe. Forgot to set an alarm. Damn. It's no good, man. Need to be on time for class. Yeah, I had one trade before the stream, but it was before the stream, not on the stream. So no trades on the stream. Looking at EJ sells, but I want this 15-minute candle to close below this minor support. Give us like a resistance, and then expecting, you know, the next 15-minute candle to also to continue down. But definitely want to wait for this 15 to close before I take any trades. GJ just nothing. Gold did continue down to 1874, 5. Yeah, 550, 600, 1874, 600. So next stop on gold, 1872, and then 1870 is the next stop. So if you've got a ticket for 1870, then I suggest you hold on tight, because it looks like gold wants to do the full thing. Was your trade a win or a loss? It was a loss. It was a -3 pip loss, so it was nothing too concerning. Yeah, I had a sell on GJ this morning around 6:30 a.m. It was when candles were closing below these supports here to the left, somewhere over here, but then it just didn't play out. But it is what it is at that point. So if this candle closes above this minor support, closes weak, then there's no sells for me. Ooh, come on, gold. Yeah, so ooh, it did hit 1871. Oh, sorry, 1872. Came down, filled this wick at 1872. So next stop, 1870. So man, I called out these gold sells from up over here. So if you left a runner running, you'd be up 92 pips. 90 pips. So that's pretty good. Yeah, it looks like EJ. Retrace. It's retracing. GJ is doo-doo. Yeah, certainly is today. Yeah, I gave this up one attempt. You know, because candles look like they were creating structure to continue down. In fact, I've explained the trailer a few times, but yeah, at the time everything made sense. All the confirmations were there. We nearly even broke the daily low, so it just wasn't meant to be. But I haven't taken a trade since, and I'm glad, because this sell that I was potentially going to take, it did run for 10 pips, but then now it's kind of reached this area and it's just retracing. Ooh, looks like Euro JPY 15 minute did close bearish, closed just below this minor support. Yeah, maybe it's gonna have to be let the 15 minute create some form of top wick first, because I'm not liking that close. Yeah, I'm not liking this close. Just close below. Look at the I think if we break the low of this previous 5 minute candle, then I may execute the sell. But yeah, definitely not in any sells right now. It was very weak close. It's almost like a little bit of a consolidation. And as you can see, this next candle is just coming straight up. So if it does respect the high, and then like I say, you know, we come down, start breaking below this wick, and then start looking like we're going to fill these wicks, then I can execute. But not right now, because especially while the 30 minute candle's still open. So yeah. Yeah, I think if we break this low on the 5 minute, that's going to be my point of entry. I'm willing to give the EJ sells a go. I've seen this happen many a times on Euro JPY. Many a times. But if we can't break that 5 minute low, yeah, so actually just got in those sells. Probably gonna keep the stop around 6 pips for Euro JPY, and then probably just close everything around 10 pips. So yeah, I'm willing to give the EJ sells a chance. This is something I've seen happen a lot. It's an experienced trade. So we'll see. See how it plays out. So yeah, I'm in EJ sells. So the target will be, the ideal target will be 123, 170. And then we'll see where we can get. But definitely, yeah, definitely was a good idea to wait for like the top wick first. Because then once we break this low, then you're kind of anticipating the 30 minutes definitely going to like close below, continue down. So yeah, I think it's okay at that point. Yeah, once we break this low, the previous 15 minute, should head down. Should head down at that point. Anyway, let's check out this chart while we wait. Okay, GJ, 30-minute time frame. Wait for retest and support to form for possible sells. Don't you mean resistance? You mean a resistance? I would agree, but I mean, if you think about it, we're in a massive range over here. So yeah, it's up to you a little bit, you know, that's up to you. But my advice to you would be, okay, first of all, okay, let's look at the same thing here, but with GJ, right? So let's look at this on the 15 minute. That was GJ, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was the 30 minute. So if we look on the 30 minute and we look at this range, if we measure this range, let's say there's resistance over here, you know, we could react to this area. Yeah, it's around 15 pip range, but at the same time, I mean, ooh, EJ's pushing. Sorry, I'll come back to that. Come on, EJ. Yes, nice. EJ's pushing into profits at this point. So yeah, sorry. 30 minute. Yeah, the only thing I would say is this area in here is obviously like a high reaction area. You know, we're wicking into this resistance and we're rejecting it. We're also I would just say my advice right now is to stay out of GJ. Yeah, I think that's the best way I'm gonna put it, because yeah, it's just garbage right now. We're just in a range. We have so many minor areas, minor supports, minor this. So yeah, man, that's my advice to you, bro. You know, because then, okay, even if you took a sell, you know, you have this minor support here, which is only like, what, 6 pips away, 7 pips away. So then you got to be cautious of that. So yeah, I would just be super cautious.
It's quite dangerous, because then you try and force trades in a range. Most of the time, it ain't going to work.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So I was half concentrating on my EJ trade, half concentrating on trying to explain what I meant. But yeah, Kelsey put it perfectly. There's just too much issues with GJ. That's why when I saw EJ, I was like, oh man, I've seen this happen so many times. So EJ should continue moving down. You know, look at this clean candle we have to the left hand side. You know, there's just nothing stopping it. You know, so these candles, these 15-minute candles, should just keep printing bearish. You know, but at this point, the risk is what, like 6 pips? So it's nothing. Hope it goes your way. Still waiting for GJ, and looks like no second trade. Yeah, I'm kind of, yeah, I don't want to give GJ another chance. It doesn't deserve another chance for me. EJ's gonna pay my wages today. Hopefully. It's never guaranteed. But yeah, Euro JPY should continue moving down anyway at this point. The 30 minutes got like what, 6 minutes left. It has no business coming back above this zone at all. You know, no business whatsoever. This 15-minute candle has no business closing bullish. It should close bearish, giving us room for the next 15-minute to also continue down. So I'm going to set a TP just in case it price. So I'm going to set at 123, 180. Just in case while I'm analyzing other pairs. So yeah, as long as this 15-minute candle closes bearish, then it should be good. But we are coming into the last 5 minutes. Ooh, look at this now. Come on, EJ, don't let me down. Yeah, we got below everything over here. As long as the 30-minute candle closes bearish, then it's fine. Trade's still valid. 15-minute candle should close bearish. So yeah, just gotta let price do its thing. But yes. Looks like GJ took sellers out over there. Yeah, I'm not looking at GJ now. I'm just, yeah, I've had enough of GJ today. I'm hoping EJ is gonna do something nice here. GCAD. We'll look at those GCAD sells played out based on the 15-minute time frame. The wick fill over there. It's only around 7 pips. Yeah, so as long as this 15-minute candle closes, you know, strong like this, then it's definitely, you know, paving the way for, you know, the next 15-minute candles to just keep printing bearish. So as long as it closes bearish, then the trade's still valid, you know. How many pips is that? How many pips is what? The risk is 5.7. The reward is 18 pips. Even trying to see if I can let maybe a lot of this position run. We'll see. Don't want to say ifs, buts, and maybes. Two minutes left for these. Look at the 5 minute. GJ has been hard this week. Once it breaks the range, it's stuck. It should have much cleaner moves. Yeah, definitely, man. 100%. Yeah, while the 4 hour just doing what it's doing, you know, it just making I mean, look at this. This is just garbage. This is just absolute garbage. Yeah, this is no good at all. No good whatsoever. So, yeah. As long as this 15-minute candle closes bearish, then I'm still going to obviously hold the position. But if it closes bullish, then I'll probably just close, you know, partial positions at that point. Because the 30-minute's still closing below, so it gives a point for, you know, the next one to do maybe like a little retest, then continue down. But the main thing is that, you know, we just keep seeing candles printing in our direction. So as long as this 15-minute candle closes, you know, a little bit as it is, a little bit stronger, then I'm still confident we're going to continue down. Last 20 seconds. Come on, EJ. Come on, EJ. There we go, EJ. Your cousin GJ is not being very kind to us today. So we need you to be kind. Okay, so the 15-minute candle did close bearish. Closed below this minor support. So I definitely think now there's still a very high chance we're going to continue down. Obviously, the 30-minute may need to come up to create some form of top wick, which is perfectly fine. So obviously the stop is above the previous 30-minute now at this point. So yeah, I think it should be good. Do you always have the risk in percentage or dollar amount? I do dollar amount. Well, not really dollar amount. I do pound amount really. But like I roughly try and aim to like risk between 1 to 2%. I have a fixed lot size, all of that type of thing. So I just kind of put all in all together, you know. So yeah, we'll probably stay on for like another 15-20 minutes, see if this trade can play out, and then yeah, if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But yeah, my recommendation for people trying to trade GJ today, just stop, because it has done nothing but cause anxiety. So yeah, hopefully EJ can just continue moving down. You know, we have clean candles to the left hand side, so there's no traffic. There's no traffic for price. We just need that volume, and it should do its thing. Look at the 1 hour, because the new 1 hour candle's just opened as well. So yeah, it has a clean range. It has a clean range on the 1 hour. It has a clean range on the 30-minute. It's clean range on the 15-minute. So you can't really get, in terms of like the range, in terms of the traffic, you can't really get better than that. You know, and then if you think about it, we're creating resistance, we're closing below support, you know. So all the confirmations are there. And when I see that happen on EJ, it, you know, most of the time it's gonna play out. So probably just creating top wick, and then should continue moving down. But for the moment, there's no reason to close any positions, anything like that. Nothing's changed. No candles closed against me. So as it stands, this trade is completely still valid. As it stands. So when I take a trade on EJ, you know, something that I have to have seen happen a few times for me to want to execute. Looking at GJ, if it breaks the low, it should continue. It's not enough range. Spoke about that. Come on, EJ. Let's finish the session strong here today. Let's have a nice 20 pip move. Let's call it a day. Let's get back in profits for the week. How many people? We got 87 people in here today. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, you just got to remember EJ is a little bit slower. EJ is a little bit slower to do what it wants to do. Yeah, it doesn't move as quick as GJ. But it looks like it's pushing down quite nice now. So once we break this low, EJ should be on its way. The train has boarded. Train has boarded. Oh, look at that. What's it playing around for? It should be good. It's got to let it do its thing. You can't control the outcome. Ooh, look at that on gold. Gold, gold, gold. Yeah, tapped into 1872 and then just pulled back. Probably to form some more resistance for some further downside. But let's just keep a close eye on our friend EJ over here. Just needs to break this low and there's nothing stopping it. Clean, clean, clean traffic. Yeah, I think it looks super good to continue down. Euro JPY. It's just a bit slower, stalling a little bit. So we'll see. Thank you for live streaming. That's okay, Joe. Will you stay on whilst this plays out? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stay on, you know, at least till 20, you know, another 15 minutes roughly. So by then, you know, it should be pushing into our direction, you know. Otherwise, if it's just going against me, I'm just gonna reduce the risk and managed to trade at that point. But while it's going in my direction, I just want to keep seeing it do that, keep seeing 15-minute candles print bearish, and then yeah, I mean, in 6 minutes this candle should be pushing into some good profits. Otherwise it is struggling, you know. There we go. It's breaking the low now. Get a tune on and it will melt. Yeah, let's give it some rock tune. Let's give EJ some inspiration. Yeah, go on. I'll put on a tune for the last few minutes and I haven't got to talk. I haven't got to talk every few seconds. There we go. Oh no, I didn't like that tune. Yeah, we're coming into... Yeah, it should continue now. Probably going to start to reduce the stop loss. You know, as candles start printing bearish, and if they do start to just continue down, this is where you can start looking to, you know, trail that stop loss. Oh, there we go, EJ. Let's go, EJ. I think it likes this tune now, actually. Oh, come on, EJ. Let's go, let's go, let's go. There we go. Nice, clean push. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do now at this point is start to, yeah, probably bring the stop above the previous candle, 123,400, which is around a 4 pip stop loss. Yeah, the music, you guys were right. The music just encouraged EJ right now. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Let's go. Come on. Come on, EJ. EJ. Oh, we're pushing, we're pushing. Can we get 10 pips? Oh, ho, ho, look at this. 7 pips nearly. Come on, EJ. There's nothing to the left. Come on, my friend. You're free.
EJ moves really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is
once it gets going.
Yeah, this was a really nice setup. You know, like I say, I'm only ever going to take a trade on EJ if it's, you know, proper good setup, clean traffic, all of that. So yeah, this is just playing out, which means I'm going to be back. If I can secure some profits at 10 pips, let it run a run, then I'm going to be back in profit for the week. And man, perfect. So yeah, I think at this point, guys, I'm going to bring stops to break even. And we're gonna let this trade play out. Stops are at break even now, so it's a risk-free trade at the moment. Risk-free trade. Risk-free means risk-free. Hopefully I can just secure profits at like 10 pips and then let her run a run to 123, 170. Yeah, this would be a good highlight today. But I know this candle looks like a really big candle, but it's only like 7 pips. So yeah, when I get to 10, I'll secure some positions. Oh, look at that retrace. Yeah, that's right. We still got another 15 minutes. The next 15 minutes should continue down. Oh, look at this 5 minute. Well, I'm risk free now anyway, so who cares? So at 10 pips, I'll probably secure maybe 80% of the position. Around 80%. Yeah, and then I'll let the rest run. Yeah, I think that 5 minute was coming back to maybe make a top weight, but we'll see. It's quite a big 5 minute rejection. It's a shame. Come on, EJ. Thought you were gonna just continue going, my friend. We put your favorite song on. Oh, look at this retrace. Yeah. Oh well, I'm break even now. I just need some bad headline to just. Oh. Look at this for a retracement. Yeah, we gotta change the tune. It's not liking it. I don't think it liked this one. Let's see if it liked that one. Okay, so the 15-minute candle closed bearish. So hopefully this candle's gonna come down, fill this wick, and then continue moving down. But it can come up to do a retest. So I'm accepting that it can stop me out. But I don't see how it I don't see how it's gonna. I think it should continue down. But I'm breaking even now at this point, so if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Oh, it's about to stop me out with spread. No. If it pushes up anymore, I'm out because of the spread. Did it take me out? Oh, it took me out. Man, EJ. I had high hopes for you. Sorry guys, looks like those EJ sells I took are out of the picture. Yeah, but if you're still in the trade, you know, like technically, you know, it should still continue moving down. I just wanted to go break even at that point because, you know, when you see price pushing down like 7-8 pips into profit, like I don't want to be sitting in a drawdown. It's not a pair that I trade a lot, so do you know what I mean? It was just best to go straight into break even, but it looked good. It looked super good. Just wasn't meant to be. Yeah, I got stopped out over there with spread. It gave me a little bit of, it gave me like 20 quid profit. I got 20 quid profit. I can go buy a cheeseburger. Yeah, oh well, is what it is. But it did look super good to continue down, but wasn't meant to be. GJ, I'm just staying away from it, so happy about that. You know what, if the entry was taken on EJ on the retest, I would have got my 10 pips. Oh well. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, this week in general has just been unbelievable. It's been absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, it's cool though. We got tomorrow, we got Friday. So yeah, anyway guys, so let's do a little final wrap up over here. Make sure there's no news. Just delete a couple of these. Okay, so I think if people are still in EJ sells, what you can look to do is, you can look at, as long as price respects the high of, the previous 15-minute candle, it should continue moving down, which it probably will. It probably will continue down. But I'd also be aware maybe the 1 hour needs to come up for some retest. That's also a possibility. But yeah, I mean, it looked super good, but it wasn't meant to be, couldn't secure profits. It's annoying as well, because if I had secured the profits down over here, I would have been, back break even for the day. But yeah, look, it is what it is at the end of the day. But yeah, so let's just wrap this up. So gold, if it creates some further resistance, should continue down, breaking this low, and then, continue down to 1870. Looking at GJ, obviously is absolute goat shit, so I recommend everybody just leaving it alone. GCAD, I don't see no trade on GCAD right now. Looks like it's just ranging still, not really doing much, just goat shit too. EJ, I had high hopes for EJ, but it's let me down today big time. But yeah, that is what it is. But I think if people are looking for sells, you could wait for like this sort of minor support to be formed, because then price is making a low, it can retrace, it can form some more resistance, and then it should continue moving down. And then looking at the FTSE did go bullish. It did create a support, so actually a good entry on the FTSE would have been a break of this high to continue up and clean this range. That would have been a pretty good entry. But that was just for, just for learning purposes. Still haven't taken a trade yet on the FTSE. Still watching it. I mean, I see like maybe 1 or 2 moves a week that make sense to me play out. So, says a lot. But yeah. All right then, guys. People on the Zoom, thanks for coming down. Oh, it's just Kelsey left. Thanks, Kelsey. We'll see you tomorrow. People on the YouTube, thanks for coming. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Obviously, we're going to be doing that 1K giveaway. Not 1K giveaway. At 1K, we're going to be doing a free Magic Keys giveaway at 1K subscribers. So, yeah. Thank you very much, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow.
See you later, Harrison. Cheers.
Yep. Thank you, Kelsey. See you tomorrow. Have a good day. Have a good day, everyone in the YouTube. No overtrading. So, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.